Yeah, it sure was, Steve. Now, firefighters have cleared the scene after spending several hours here once that fire broke out at GNR Auto Wreckers. We're on Ridge Drive Northeast here in Salem. That fire was extremely hot, causing explosions. That's what kept those crews here until they knew the danger was done.
It was an inferno.
Tammy Klein lives right next door to GNR Auto Wreckers.
Spark or something lit.
Now, the fire marshal told me between 50 and 75 cars went up in this blaze, but no other structures were damaged. One firefighter was treated for symptoms related to the heat, but the good news, there were no other serious injuries. In Salem, Nate Bynum, K2 News.
All right, Nate, thank you.
All right, now some news for you if you have a campsite in Washington. Governor Jay Inslee was supposed to sign the budget by midnight tonight to prevent a government shutdown, to keep those parks open. You're looking at a picture here. Lots of activity there. You can see all the bills, the papers. The governor has not signed that bill yet, but he says he will do it by midnight, so your campsite should be secure. In Northeast Portland, I'm Nate Bynum, K2 News.
A lot of people counting on that, Nate Bynum. Thank you for that tonight, sir.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. You have to be 21 years old to buy cigarettes in California or in Hawaii, and soon in Oregon, too, thanks to this new bill that's on the governor's desk waiting for her signature. Now, health advocates call it a big win, but not everyone's convinced it'll work. If you want to buy... Now, this is an emergency bill, meaning this new law is going to take effect the moment the governor signs it. In Northeast Portland, Nate Bynum, K2 News.
Yeah, we shall see if it works.
No doubt. They were feeling good, though. Great game for them. They needed it. The Timbers got the heart of their defense back with the return of Liam Ridgewell after nearly 2 months out of the lineup, and he made an immediate impact as Portland grabbed an important 3 points versus the LA Galaxy. Providence Park sold out, as always, despite that early 11 a.m. start, and Portland wastes no time. David Guzman's corner is untouched until Ridgewell buries it from point-blank range. Welcome back, Liam. Portland up 1-0. But LA quickly tied things up, and they appeared to take the lead with another goal just 5 minutes later, but the officials went to the new video review system in MLS. They determined that the ball actually hit Giassi Zardez's hand before the score, so no goal. We remain tied at 1. 33rd minute now. Watch Diego Valeri here. Are you kidding me? 30 yards away, and it's just perfect. That's incredible. Team high 12th of the season. Portland up 2-1 heading into the break. Second half now, more from the Timbers. A beautiful little back heel pass from Fernando Adi to Alvis Powell, who's going to hammer it into the far side netting. Gorgeous goal. It's a big 3-1 win for Portland. They move back above the red line with 10 games left in the season.
You know, we're healthy. And so, you know, we have, you know, we are a different team with Ridgie in the lineup. You know, you can't see that. You're blind.
A good feeling to be back out there and back out with the boys and playing again. It's been a long road back, so it was nice.
There you go. Portland jumps up to 4th place in the airtight West race. They're just 2 points out of 1st place. Next up, a trip to Toronto on Saturday. All right, to college football now, in a big shakeup in the Beavers quarterback depth chart. Junior QB Marcus McMaryion announced today he will transfer out of Corvallis. This comes less than a week after JC transfer Jake Luton was named the Beavs starting quarterback. In a statement, McMaryion thanked the fans, his teammates, and the coaching staff, wishing them a great season. McMaryion started the last 6 games last year, including those wins over Arizona and Oregon to end the year. He threw for more than 1,200 yards with 10 touchdowns and 5 picks last season. McMarion's a junior, but he already has his bachelor's degree from OSU, so he'll have 2 more years of eligibility, and he can play right away at any other school. Coach Gary Anderson also released a statement thanking McMaryion and saying he supports his decision to transfer. Meanwhile, the Ducks have plenty of question marks heading into their first season under new head coach Willie Taggart, and despite looking like a program in full rebuild mode following a 4-win season, fans expect wins right away, and the new coach is well aware of the expectations.
I think it's going to continue to be a rebuild until you do something. You know, we haven't played a game or anything. We're still trying to build it the way that we know and want it to be. And you say a rebuild because we want to get back to our winning ways. You know, I don't think it's just torn all apart, but there are some pieces and some things we got to get better at, and we won't be able to judge that until the season starts.
And that started the season September 2nd versus Southern Utah, then a real test in week 2 when Mike Riley's Nebraska Cornhuskers come to Autzen. And one note from the NFL where ESPN reports the Dolphins have signed a quarterback. It's not Colin Kaepernick, it's Jay Cutler, after starter Ryan Tannehill went down with a knee injury in camp. Cutler's such a sourpuss, isn't he? He's always just pouting, but he's back. He had retired in May, was set to start a broadcasting career before getting the call. Yeah, not Tony Romo either. Sorry, Catherine. Also, the Mariners split their doubleheader today in KC, an 8-7 win and a 9-1 loss.
We have a bet about that. You said Romo's going to be back on the field.
And Cutler.
I said, no.
And
you
Cutler.
said Cutler. I said no.
Is that how it went?
I think, yeah. I said Romo, no. But Cutler, maybe.
They are like this all the time.
Also, the Kaepernick thing, he's going to get a job and he's not going to be very good. It's going to happen, so we can quit talking about it.
Let's give him another chance.
Yeah. You're so compassionate, Clever.
All right. Finally tonight, the president is spending